Hi guys, welcome back to another video. We are in my kitchen today. I have been wanting to reorganize all of the cabinets and drawers and just make it make a little bit more sense. So we moved into this house in August and it is now March, but when we moved in, I just kind of unpacked boxes and quickly put it in a cabinet, put it in a drawer, and ever since then I've just been wanting to kind of redo it and, like I said, make it make a little more sense. Every day I'm like, this shouldn't be here, these should be here. So that's what I'm gonna do today. If you guys are looking for some cleaning motivation, some organizing motivation, then keep on watching. We're gonna get right into it. So to start off with, I think I'm just gonna give you guys like a little tour of the kitchen of what is in the cabinets and what is where, and then we'll do the same thing at the end after we reorganize everything. So I have a feeling that I'm going to be doing a lot of swapping around. So starting over here, I just have my flour and sugar canisters, this little kitchen lamp, which if you don't have a little kitchen lamp, you should get one. That one's from Target. It's the mood at night is so cozy. I love it. And in the morning too. And then I have my little Keurig. I don't really drink coffee at home every once in a while, but I mainly use it for hot water for tea and stuff. So up in this cabinet I have honestly a bunch of random stuff, but I feel like all of our cups should go over here because the fridge is right here, so I feel like all of our cups should go here, right? Well, right now I just have coffee cups. This is coffee grounds. I've got measuring cups, coffee pods. We pretty much just use these when family comes to stay with us and they want to drink coffee. I have a tea kettle, a vase, some extra serving spoons, my KitchenAid little handheld mixer. This is an attachment for my big KitchenAid. These are Brita water filters. I have a charcuterie board, a a knife organizer, and a coffee grinder. Literally the most random cabinet ever. So I'm thinking cups are gonna go there. This is a junk drawer, but it's not too bad. I don't know, I think it's gonna probably stay a junk drawer, but it just needs to be organized a bit. And then down here, this isn't too bad. This is actually fairly organized. I just think this stuff should be in a different cabinet because this is the biggest bottom cabinet we have, and I feel like my pots and pans should all be over here because that stuff is so bulky and big and takes up a lot of space, and this stuff could fit elsewhere. So this is Tupperware, my little vegetable chopper thing that I honestly never use, some jars and stuff down there. And then over here in the island, this drawer has little Ziploc bags, this little organizer thing, and it also has paper lunch bags that we honestly never use but for lunch, but the kids will grab them and use them for art projects. We got some parchment paper here and some cutting boards. My tinfoil does not fit in this because it is such a massive box, so we keep it in the pantry. So this is also kind of random. And then down here is also very random. We have a roasting pan and a electric skillet thing, lids for my Pyrex bowls, some bread pans, a bunch of mixing bowls, serving platters that only get used for holidays, strainers, popcorn bowls and that kind of stuff. So that definitely needs some work. This honestly might be where I put the pots and pans because it's, now that I'm looking at it, it's about the same size as that cabinet right there that I was telling you about. I think it is the exact same size. So this might be where the pots and pans end up. And then down here, I'm not gonna do anything with this, but it's just cleaning stuff. Some more sponges. We keep grocery bags back there. We use those in our little trash cans. My little caddy of scrub brushes and sponge and whatnot. Dishwasher stuff, cleaning stuff. So that is going to remain the same. This is also a junk drawer. So a bunch of random stuff that honestly half of it I could probably throw away. So I need to go through that. This fairly organized. I do have these little organizer things from Amazon. I had these in our old house as well and held on to them. It works well because I don't like to have just a giant drawer full of utensils, so I have them separated out a little bit. They were more organized, but I think this is a good spot for this. I'm not sure that I will change this drawer because it's right next to the stove, and then I also have this little thing full of like just the wood and the black because I like the colors in there, and then I have everything else in here. Down here I've got pots and pans. You know, very small cabinet to have all the pots and pans. That's why I'm thinking I want to put them in a bigger cabinet and have them be a little more organized. And then down here, clearly this stuff doesn't fit in here, but I have some baking dishes, my cast iron Dutch oven, baking dishes, pie pans, that kind of stuff, bread pan. Down there, we've got plates and bowls. These are like the plastic plates and bowls. And then over here, we've got the glass plates and bowls. We don't have a whole lot of dishes. That is it, which I like that. I just feel like they should be in a different spot. Like I feel like they should be all over here because like when I'm cooking, it's mostly over, I don't know. These may stay there, these may move, but that's what's there for now. Up here we've got cookbooks. Those are staying up there. And then over here, this is where the glass cups are. And then also my like disposable. I bought a ton of these a while back for like iced coffees and smoothies and stuff. Just for fun. And wine glasses, even though I don't drink, I still like to make fun little cocktails in those. And then our glass, drinking glasses. And then over here, we've got like the Ninja blender things, like water bottles, Stanley's, hydro flasks, plastic cups. And then this little thing has lids in it, but I want to just get all the lids onto the cups so we don't have to, like that takes up space that could be used, you know? So this is all of our cups here, and I would like them to be here. So we'll see if we can make that happen. Then over here, we've got this drawer that has oven mitts, measuring spoons, straws. And then right here is silverware. I feel like this is a good spot, but then at the same time, I also feel like the silverware should be here where I have this stuff, but this is such a big drawer. So I don't know, but this thing does expand out farther on both sides, this organizer. So I might try it out in that drawer, and then maybe like this stuff too. I'm not sure. Like I said, we need to play around with it. And then in this drawer we have rags. So normally this is full of like cleaning rags, but they're all dirty right now. They're actually in the dryer. I need to fold them. And then dish towels on that side. And then down here is cookie sheets, muffin tins, that kind of stuff, which I would like all the baking stuff to be together. So I don't know, that might get moved too, but there's a lot of stuff that just doesn't make sense. Like where I have things just don't make sense. So now that you guys have seen where everything is, I'm gonna go ahead and just get to work taking everything out and figuring out where we should put everything. So let's go. Okay, the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off in this miscellaneous cabinet here and just take everything out.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise.
I already know that I want all of our cups to go in the cabinet that I just emptied. So I'm gonna go ahead and take all of the glass cups, wine glasses, plastic cups, water bottles, all of the cups out of both of these cabinets and just put them out on the counter so I can work on going through of them and I can get rid of anything that we don't use or need.
Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all.
I'm also going to go through this basket of lids that I have here in the cabinet and match up all of the lids with the cups and get all of that organized.
Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand.
Now that I have all of the cups organized and I figured out what I want to keep and the few things that I want to get rid of, I can work on putting all of our cups into this one cabinet now.
Agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond hope. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover, agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond hope.
You guys will notice as I'm going through and organizing all of these cabinets and drawers that sometimes it takes moving things around a few times to figure out how I actually like it and figure out what's going to make the most sense for the things that we use most often. So you guys will notice here that I am messing around with the coffee cups and the glass cups and the wine glasses quite a bit, just trying to figure out the best way to put everything in here.
Forget all your sorrows, let go like there's no tomorrow. Let's have a drink, just relax, all your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me. There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes, I know you're all about the good vibes. Do you know how much I love you, wanna see you smile? Where's that happy girl that I know with a heart on fire?
Now I finally got all of the cups situated. I'm going to work on the dishes. So I'm going to take all the dishes out of these two cabinets that I have them in, move them over to this side of the kitchen, and I think I want them all to go in one cabinet over here. So I'm going to work on organizing the dishes cabinet now.
Just relax, all your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me. There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes, I know you're all about the good vibes.
Now I already had a couple of these little risers that are great for stacking things in cabinets. I used them for one of them for the coffee cups in our cup cabinet. I'm also using one in this cabinet for the plates. It just adds a little bit more space. I honestly don't remember where they're from. They could be from the dollar store, but I've had them for years and they work great for these cabinets. Now I did have all of my measuring spoons and measuring cups in this drawer, just kind of thrown in there all willy-nilly. So I decided I'm gonna put them into a basket up in the cabinet so that way they can be with the big measuring cups. And so I started off with this basket and then I changed my mind and I wanted something clear and a little bit different. So I grabbed one of these little organizer containers that I already had and I'm putting all of my measuring cups, measuring spoons in there, and I'm going to work on this miscellaneous cabinet. I kind of condensed everything that was in that one big miscellaneous cabinet and I'm working on condensing it down into this smaller one right here with all of the coffee supplies and like my throwaway cups and then some random other stuff. You guys will see what ends up going in this cabinet. But then I also just grabbed a little mason jar and I'm going to use that to put the disposable straws that I have in there.
Good vibes, all about the good vibes. I wanna close my eyes and go back, play it in my mind. A movie of us two, yeah, we were happy at the time. Can't remember what it felt like. We used to be so strong. That picture perfect sky now, it looks so great.
I did end up adjusting the shelves in here a little bit to fit that tea kettle on the top, but I got that cabinet all done now, so we are moving on to the next. I've got these two empty cabinets over here and I'm just kind of playing around with ideas. So I'm emptying out this lower cabinet that had all of our serving trays, strainers, mixing bowls, all of that kind of stuff, and I'm going to see what can fit in these cabinets. And my biggest size mixing bowls actually didn't fit up in the cabinet, so that wasn't going to work, and I didn't want to have like bowls in different places. I wanted them to all be together. So like I said earlier, just kind of playing around with things and figuring out what is going to work best. And you guys see me looking up at the TV. It's because I'm watching Southern Charm on Bravo. It's actually on Peacock, but it's a Bravo show. I've been watching all the seasons of Southern Charm, so I'm watching that while I'm working on the kitchen today. But I am just playing around here and seeing where I want things to go. I even tried the baking dishes up in the cabinet. I'm just seeing what I like and getting a visual for things, and then if I don't like it, I'm taking it out and trying something different.
Haven't said a word to me. Silent treatment, is this what it feels like when your heart is aching, when it bleeds? If it's over, just say it out loud. Say those words, go and just shout it out. Just be honest, be a man right now.
So while I wait to figure out where in fact I am going to put the bowls and the baking stuff, I'm going to work on putting the pots and pans down in this larger cabinet.
Say those words, go and just shout it out. Just be honest, be a man right now. Say it's over, if it's over. We've been laying here since 4 a.m. Silent treatment, is this what it feels like?
I just realized I never showed you guys what was in this cabinet down here, and there's literally a toaster and a cheese grater. That's it. I need to vacuum out that cabinet down there because it's just like breadcrumbs because we stick our toaster in there. Now I'm going to work on taking all of my Tupperware out of this bottom cabinet over here, and I'm moving it over to this side of the kitchen because I'm going to put them up in an upper cabinet that is empty over here. I'm going to readjust the shelves in here again. I had moved them around when I was going to put the baking dishes up here, but I am readjusting those, and then I'm going to organize all of that storage container stuff in this cabinet here.
Around and show your face, let me see parts of you. Oh my, our bodies interlace, slow and easy. I can reach you from a distance. I can, so beautiful. I can hear you within the silence.
Now that I've got all that moved and this cabinet over here is empty, I decided I'm going to put all of my mixing bowls down here as well as my baking dishes and like my pie pans and strainers and all of that kind of stuff. It's a really big cabinet. I can fit a lot of stuff in here, so I'm going to stack things up and get this all organized. Alright, I got that lower cabinet done, and now I'm going to play around with some of my counter decor, counter stuff, my air fryer, my flour and sugar, all of that kind of stuff. I'm just going to rearrange a little bit and just look at it and figure out where I want this stuff to go, but I'm not quite sure. So I'm leaving it like that for now, and I'm moving on to another drawer while I think about how I want that stuff to look. So I'm going into this big drawer here, and I'm going to move all of the stuff out of it. I did decide that I'm going to transfer my silverware organizer over here and also put my extra little knife storage thing in here. And I do have a ton of this organization stuff linked in my Amazon shop for you guys. I got all of this stuff when I organized my kitchen at our previous house, and I'm still using all of it. I love this silverware organizer because it expands and it can fit in a big drawer or a smaller drawer. It has tons of storage in it. So I'm working on getting my extra knives put in here, making sure that it fits when the drawer closes. And then I'm also going to put the straws in there and just get all of this organized.
One of a kind, you and me. I can reach you.
I had some cookie cutters in that drawer that are specifically for Christmas, so I just feel like they don't need to be in the kitchen 365 days out of the year. So I went ahead and bagged those up, and I went and put them in the storage closet with all of my Christmas stuff, so those can just be brought out during Christmas time. But I forgot a few knives in that old silverware drawer, so I'm moving those over. Now I'm going to take my bag organizer, which is also from Amazon. It does have little like places on the back that you can actually hang it on the wall, so it'd be kind of cool to put that like in the pantry or in a cabinet or something. But I put that stuff in one drawer. I took out one of my dividers, and I'm putting the cutting boards in that drawer. So I just kind of took those 3 drawers and swapped them around just to make more sense. Now I'm going to vacuum out this lower cabinet where we keep the toaster, and I always get asked why we don't have the toaster on the counter or why it's in a cabinet. We honestly don't use the toaster a whole lot, and so we just keep it in a cabinet out of the way, and when we need to use it, we pull it out and use it. Actually, my dad always kept his toaster in a cabinet, and I'm always like, Dad, why don't you have it out on the counter? That's so weird. And then I realized that it just makes sense. It's something that we don't use all of the time, so why have it out on the counter all the time? So like my air fryer, I use my air fryer every single morning and a lot of the times at night too, so it just makes sense to have that out on the counter all the time. But the toaster gets used like, I don't know, maybe once a week, so she belongs in the cabinet in our house. You guys will have to let me know if you keep your toaster in a cabinet or if you keep it on the counter, or if there's any other appliances that like most people you think keep on the counter that you keep somewhere else. Let me know your quirky little kitchen things. But now I'm going to take all of my spices and baking stuff out of my pantry, and we're going to move this into a cabinet.
Together again. You are back once more, like everything's the same. I tried to build my walls up, but you're taking them down. It's tearing me apart, I can't pretend. Now I have to get over you again. To get over you again. Have to get over you. I keep on making the same mistake. I always let you back in when I begin to get myself together again. You are back once more, like everything's the same. I tried to build my walls up, but you're taking them down. It's tearing me apart, I can't pretend. Now I have to get over you again.
Alright, I've got my spice cabinet all organized, and now it's time to work on the junk drawers. So I'm starting with this one over here by the fridge. I'm just going to empty it out. There's pretty much every single paper in here just needs to be tossed. There's a lot of old school stuff and just random stuff like that in here. So I'm going to go through all of that, get everything thrown away, organized, take everything out and put it in its own place where it needs to go. And then I will work on the other drawer so then I can combine both of them.
I feel so useless 'cause
So this is the other drawer. There's a ton of super random stuff in here. So I'm going to do the same thing, just set things aside that are going to stay and throw things away that are going to go, and just get all of this emptied out so then I can move this little organizer here over to the other junk drawer.
I swear I'll try my best to always be there. And I so selfish and made you believe that you're not good enough, but you're all I need. I take you places that you've never been.
Now I'm going to take my vacuum and just vacuum out this little organizer here. I think I got this from Home Goods a couple years ago, when I organized my junk drawer in my old house. But I'm going to vacuum that out. There's just a bunch of little, I don't even know what in there, stuff that needed to be vacuumed out. And then I'm also going to vacuum out this drawer as well. You guys will have to let me know, do you have a junk drawer in your kitchen, or do you have multiple junk drawers? Let me know in the comments.
Don't know what to do if you go.
So now over here in the bigger junk drawer, I am going to organize everything out: pencils, markers, colored pencils, pens, and then I will be able to organize this other little tray organizer better. That wire one was actually our silverware drawer in our camper, and I ended up putting it here in the house. And then I don't really like it because stuff like falls through the little cracks, and I like this plastic little organizer from Home Goods better. So you guys will see, once again, I am shifting things around over and over again until I get it just how I like it. Okay, I just finished up putting everything back, so let's do another little kitchen tour here. I'll show you where everything ended up. So over here, where did we start when we began this? Let's start up here. So we did get all of the cups up here. There's a few things in the dishwasher, but there is still room. You guys saw I rearranged this a little bit. We'll see if it stays like that, but it's like that for now. Now we only have one junk drawer instead of two. So this is one giant junk drawer, which it's not really a junk drawer because it's not full of junk, but it's like, you know, office supply stuff that we use on a daily basis. So we've got all of my dry erase markers back here because I do a calendar up on the wall of like all of our sports stuff every month. So I use those, and then we've got pencils, markers, pins, tape, some like miscellaneous keys that we have to hold on to for different things and whatnot, lotion, extra key to my car, some little fingernail clippers, just miscellaneous paper, envelopes, stamps, you know, scissors, lighters, that kind of stuff in here. Then down here we moved all of the bowls, serving trays, strainers, and like baking stuff, baking pans, casserole dishes, lids to the bowls, all down here. Then over on this side, this is kind of my miscellaneous cabinet now. So we went from this big miscellaneous cabinet to a much smaller one, but it works. So I've got my measuring spoons and measuring cups in here, big measuring cups, and then I've got my little coffee shop cups there. This has the coffee pods in it, coffee grounds, coffee grinder. This is all coffee stuff here. And this is basically just when we have guests, family, friends here who drink coffee. And it's like very rare that I make it, but we have this stuff, so that's fun. And then this is just miscellaneous stuff up here. I put the cheese grater up there, the tea kettle, parts for my KitchenAid mixer, and then my little handheld KitchenAid mixer. And then in this one, we have all of the dishes in one cabinet and with space up above. So I did the glass dishes here, plastic dishes here, and that is it for the dishes. And then down here, this drawer, I kept this side the same, and then I moved the stuff that was here around, and now I have the cutting boards in this drawer. And then down below here is still the toaster. There should be a shelf in here. You can see the shelf is back there, but there's no pegs to put it on, so I don't know what happened with that. There's holes to put little pegs, so then you can put the shelf up, but there's no pegs. That is actually gonna go in our camper. Kasper, you're not getting in there, sir. So maybe I'll look on Amazon and see if I can get some pegs for that, or ask like our rental place to see. Over here we've got the bag storage, parchment paper, that kind of stuff. These 2 drawers I didn't change, so that's still dish rags and cleaning rags, and then this is still like baking sheets and stuff. Then over here in the island, I redid this entire drawer. So we've got silverware. I had this up in the cabinet. It's like for extra knives that don't go in the knife block, because I had a different knife block and a bunch of the knives got like cracked and ruined. So we only have a few of them left, and then I got a new knife block. So this is like our little miscellaneous knives. Got straws here. These are my little like charcuterie board things. That's a carving knife back there. And then we still have space right here too. And then down here, we've got pots and pans. I need to get one of those like lid organizer things that I can just set right there, I think, or like maybe in the back. I think I'm gonna get one of those. Got my big pot, pan, grease splatter guard thing. Yeah, so I just have the lids right there for now. Jasper just wants to be involved in this kitchen tour. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Okay, and then over here, this is the same. Didn't do anything with that. This is actually empty. Oh wait, what's this? Command hooks. Oh, okay. Forgot something. There we go. Now it's empty. And then down here, also empty. And down here is also empty. I don't know. We ended up like making so much space. So I actually didn't even realize these were both empty down here. I'm sure I'll end up rearranging some more things. Now they have 2 empty cabinets and an empty drawer. But over here, I've got all of our Tupperware glass, glass storage, I guess. It's not actually Tupperware, but you know what I mean. Storage stuff for food. And then I ended up moving all of the spices and like baking stuff out of the pantry. And I put it in this cabinet now because it just makes more sense. I don't actually even really know why I put that stuff in the pantry when we moved in this house, but I'm liking this. And it's nice and pretty and organized. All right, so that is gonna wrap up this video. The kitchen is done. I've been putting this off for so long and it feels good to just have it done now. Everything's nice and organized, and I even have room, and I didn't even get rid of that many things. Like I just got rid of a few cups and a couple of little kid plates basically. But I just think I utilized the space in the kitchen better now. And so that's how I ended up with so much extra cabinet space. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully it gave you some motivation to get maybe a drawer or a cabinet or something organized in your house. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave it a thumbs up and leave me an emoji of some sort in the comments. I will see you guys again very soon in my next video. Bye.